Hello, George. What's the problem?
Hello, Samantha. Me no understand. Need you explain?
I'll try, but explain what?
Well, government say churches can open again, yeah?
Yes.
So, me go to church and it's shut. Come here special. Take long time.
Well, yes, George. The government said that churches can start to reopen, but only for people to go and pray on their own, not for services.
No services?
Not yet. The coronavirus is still out there, and it's easy to spread in crowds. One person could carry the virus in without knowing it and infect the entire congregation. We wouldn't want that.
George promised not to breathe on anyone.
You can't do that, George. And singing and worshipping together are a good way of spreading the virus.
George wear mask.
Not that sort of mask, George. But even the right sort of mask wouldn't completely stop the virus. You can pick it up in other ways too, from another person or from something they've touched. That's why we have to use sanitizer or wash our hands.
That very tricky.
We need to keep social distancing while we're in church as well. And somebody has to clean thoroughly after we've been in there.
Why people no clean up after themselves?
In an ideal world they would, but people might forget, or they might be in a hurry and miss a bit. There may even be some who just don't bother.
Bogus. Need be careful. But why church closed today?
The virus only lives for 3 days in the open. By closing the churches for 3 days after they've been used, it makes sure the virus can't be passed on.
But they said...
They said churches could open, not that they have to. People in charge of each church are doing their best to let people back in, but have to make sure nobody gets infected. The pandemic isn't over. You can go back into church to pray whenever it's open. Just make sure you obey all the rules. Use sanitizer, gloves and a mask, and don't touch anything with your bare hands.
Lot to remember.
It is, but it's a step in the right direction. And remember, although it's nice to pray in church, God still hears your prayers just as much, whether you're outside, walking in the street, or just sitting at home.
It's true.
So does that answer your question, George?
I suppose. Jesus not forget me.
That's right. And don't worry. As long as people do what's asked, we'll soon be back worshipping again together. Bye-bye, George.
Bye-bye, Samantha. Bye-bye.